Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome to part 2 of Let's Play Civilization 5 Brave New World as the Zulu. And I have to start off by acknowledging this. At the end of our first installment, I was waxing poetic about the perfect location of this city. And one of the things I loved about it was its strategic importance, blocking a mountain pass that perhaps would keep the other civilizations, and there's no less than 3 of them, on this side of the wall at bay. Well, when I loaded up to start recording this one, I realized that while the mountains extend for a good ways down here, in fact, they only go one more tile up to the north, if you want to call it that. So perhaps the strategic location is not quite as perfect as I thought. Nonetheless, I do still think it's a very good choice for a city location. Now, with that out of the way, I'm going to begin moving this spearman back towards our cities, and the scout will take over the scouting duties appropriately enough. I don't know that I want to go right next to that barbarian, although I move away from one into another. But I want to bring the spearman back because, quite simply, we're going to need him when the war starts, and I don't want to build another spearman and pay maintenance on that. Wow, I was trying to avoid trouble, but it looks like I just found more with that scout. All right, let's go ahead and build a plantation on this citrus. So, obviously what I want to do is get this guy out of here. And I wonder if I should just go this way. Let's do that. And, you know, with all these guys running around, I'm actually going to just let this guy heal up, so that if he runs into one or more of those barbarian units, he can take care of business. Okay, so we finished our barracks. We have a couple of choices. I think our growth rate is acceptable, so we don't need to worry about a granary right now. Let's go ahead and just start working on a spearman. We want, I think, 3 for our war. And then we're going to want multiple ranged units. The part that I haven't... Oh, actually, I could have killed that archer. The part that I haven't quite decided on is whether to go for catapults as well as some composite bowmen. But I suppose we have to do one before we can do the other. At any rate, let's go ahead and build the wheel, because we're going to need it for either one. And I want to start building a road between our 2 cities to improve our gold situation. We are not... Yes, let us work together. I figure we're going to take some fairly severe warmonger penalties by the time we declare war on 2 civilizations. I at least, want to do what I can to foster good relations with the others. I don't really have high hopes, though, that we're going to be well loved around the map. So this guy looked like he just spawned. I assume the camp must be right there in the fog of war. But I'm certainly not going to go in there and try to clean it out with this guy. I wonder if it's a quest from them. Yes, it is. Well, the problem with that is it's going to take a long time to get back there. And I kind of have other plans for my military. One of the things I'm trying to do, by the way, with this scout is it occurs to me this general area could be a potential spot to settle. So I want to do that. Well, what I mean to say is I want to check it out and see if we want to do that. So, barbarian archer, perhaps? Ooh, ruins. That's pretty cool. I mean, at this point, I don't generally expect to find a lot of ruins, so if we can get it, that'll be a nice bonus. And it looks like we will. Come on. Sweet, 50 gold. It's not bad. Don't really want to die to get it, so let's go ahead and head out. Yeah, I presume that hatchet guy is around there somewhere. I don't remember the proper name for that barbarian unit, but you probably know the one I mean. Okay, well, we want construction. Let's go ahead and just beeline that. The question is this: if I want to go to war with at least one catapult to help me break down the walls, do I need that at the start of the war? We're going to take Buffalo Chest here, the special Zulu promotion. I don't think I do. That's my answer to that question. Because what I expect is that in the beginning, we're going to have a period where we have to kind of break down the defenses and the military strength. Should I just fight these idiots? I hate doing that. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I can't just go charging into their cities headlong. Yeah, good. We busted them up pretty good with that attack. And then, you know, like I have both the city bombarding me and a ton of their units hitting me. As much as possible, I'm going to try to have what will hopefully be a short period of drawing out her defenses, killing them off, and then moving in. So for that first phase, I think the composite bowmen are at least as useful as the catapult would be. Okay. So Quebec City definitely liked that I did that on their behalf. So I don't want to go right into this camp, but you know what I might do? I mean, well, we'll see. This actually does look like it could be a pretty decent spot to settle a city. I think the challenge for me is going to be how many cities do I want to try to run here all at once? Because if I have my way, I don't suppose, no, that didn't open. Well, actually it did. Yeah, I can't see what's on this coast, but all right. So a spearman, oh, it must be this guy, right? Okay. There we go. Let's see. I guess I'll just keep taking drill. And do I need a fortify? Probably not. He's almost home. Let's found a pantheon. I have to say, I always like God of Craftsmen because more production in your cities is good. And depending on what you're trying to do, fertility rights is good. There's a lot of these that can be really useful. But I think the one that I want to go with is oral tradition, +1 culture from plantations. We are going to build a plantation here. We are going to have 3 plantations around our capital. And assuming we take Carthage, there's a potential for 4 more. And then I guess if we take this city, then we have like 2 more still. So, you know, we're producing a total of 5 culture right now. This could really be a huge boost for us. So, Oral tradition it is. And let's move on to the next turn. Yeah, we only got a boost of 1 right now, but we're about to finish this, and then we'll, you know, like, it's going to build up quick. Okay, so I just realized, so I brought the scout all the way back. That wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do. I should explore this area up north. So that was perhaps a bit of a waste. I guess before I send him back in, let's just let him heal up. I mean, it's tough being a scout out there. The barbarians, they're pretty mean. Okay, so we kind of have 2 options here. I can build the Akanda and then the library. Excuse me, the Akanda and then military units is what I meant to say. But actually, the fact that I've stalled out on my growth here, what I want to do is build a granary. Because I think this city has a lot of potential to be good. But I need it to grow. You know, I need to start manning enough tiles to get production out of it and really get going. All right, so yeah, we're already boosting our culture pretty good. Yep, you go ahead. Did I just do what I think I did? Yeah, I should have moved here. That is so funny. It's like I totally blanked on where I was trying to go. That's all right. We are going to have him back long before we need him, so... You know, I wonder, should I help this guy? Probably not. He's just sitting on his butt. Now that I look at it, I think he's in, what do you call it, fortification mode. So let's get back within our borders, and then we'll go ahead and let him heal up. And then we'll come back the rest of the way. Okay, so time to take another technology, and it's construction. That's pretty easy. We're pretty much sailing through this process. We're 3 turns away from having our 3rd spearman. I mean, there's only 2 here, but this guy's coming. And then we're going to pump out a few archers, and we're going to get going. We'll keep building units as needed, for sure. God, I almost started to move them down again. It's like I have a mental block against going into that area. Okay, you go ahead and heal up, buddy. Yeah, I want to do this sooner rather than later because just as I'm building up my military, I mean, she's going to keep doing the same thing. Okay, awesome. This is what I've been waiting for. Let's grab a worker. By the way, I should add, I am seriously considering going into honor. What I'm probably going to do is take a hard look at what we, get by filling all this out. Like, I want citizenship for sure, but we are going to do a lot of fighting. And, like, I would really like military tradition. So it may pay to try to, like, put these 2 on hold and go down in here. I don't know if it'll come soon enough, but we'll see. Ultimately, we're heading towards rationalism, but that's a ways off. Okay, so let's go here. And then next turn, we're going to start building a road. And I suppose we're going to have to do that over this way too, but best to actually do what needs to be done first. So I'm stuck at 6. That's interesting. But right now, I don't have time to screw with that. That's fine. Okay, so I might as well explore towards the coast really quick just to fill it in. All right, Do it. There we go. Yeah, this should be really good for us because we're going to keep building units. It's going to cost us more gold, and I do not want to go negative. So it's actually going to hurt us, you know, here in the short run while we pay maintenance on this road that isn't quite getting where it needs to go just yet, but it will help. All right, there we go. So now, starting next turn, we'll head north from Hong Kong. Enrico has entered the classical era. Now, I'm always horrible at remembering what era I'm in. So I am also in classical, right? Or am I not? Am I about to enter it? I am, aren't I? Yeah. So he's a little ahead of me as far as that goes. But we already know we're not doing well in science. Yeah, we're number 6 in literacy. We're 4 technologies behind the leader. I have to say what I'm probably going to do after this granary is built is build a library there. I would prefer to do it in my capital because we'll get more out of it. But I cannot give up that production. Okay. Keep coming. Actually, let's just do this. So I don't have to manually control that every turn. Yeah, let's just... Okay, another plantation done. Sweet. So you get over here. You can start working on the next one. We're going to get more culture. I think we're going to go from having, you know, honestly, subpar culture production for this time to probably having above average. So I'm not positive of that, but it seems like it's going to be pretty good. Jeez, these stupid things are everywhere. I wish that these barbarians would plunder, you know, Ethiopia and these other guys, harass them as much as they always seem to me. All right, there we go. Which city just grew? It was the new one, right? Yeah, I'm good. Awesome. So 4 is a good step. It's by no means the ultimate goal, but somebody else started a pantheon. That's fine. Yep. Okay, so for the archers, we have rough ground and we have flat ground. So the first one we're going to do rough, and then the next one we'll do open. I think that is a perfectly acceptable way to do it. Actually, I might as well move these guys back here because I think, well, we'll see. Oh my. Yeah, that wasn't a great move, perhaps. All right, build the plantation. Yeah, I'll just leave these guys where they're at for now. What I'm thinking is that I want the archers behind the spearmen for what is hopefully obvious reasons. And so having them behind these hills is not great. It's great for the spearmen to be on the hill. But anyone over here fighting the spearmen will be invisible to my composite bowmen. So that is not necessarily the best possible tactical positioning. And in fact, I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and do that. I don't have any intention of attacking with these guys against the enemy units for the most part anyway. What I would generally do is have them in defensive mode and let the city and archers bombard whoever steps up into that. But part of what needs to happen is that, you know, in fact, I'll start this process. I'm going to start bugging Dido and, you know, kind of harassing her. Yeah. Actually, I didn't do too badly in that one. We have construction. So now what that means is I don't think, yeah, I can't go that way. Well, we'll try this way. This may have been a really bad path to choose, actually. I mean, it seemed okay from where we were, but... Well, there's no point going after swordsmen because we don't have iron. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into mathematics. That will give us the option of building catapults. And also it'll give us courthouse, which we won't need immediately, but we will need if we're able to take Carthage. Okay, that'll help. What am I firing at? Oh, I see. Oh, wait. I don't want to do that. Let's fire. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, this is funny. This is one time where I would actually prefer to not have him be more powerful. We can get in more attacks. I just want to get as many units experience from him as I can. Although then, having said that, I realize this SOB will actually be pillaging my improvements. So I take it back. Minor defeat. And there's another one around here, so let's just get out. I can't do anything about him. Let's go up here. What I mean by that is I can't attack him this turn. We should be able to kill him easily next turn, though. Okay, good. He moved, right? So he didn't pillage? No, he did not pillage. Okay, well, that's awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire again. And I guess rather than take any chances, let's just go ahead and finish him. I would love to have just gotten another attack off with this archer. But I don't, I don't want to screw around and let him pillage something that we actually care about. So, yeah, okay. I'll just move him around here. It's not like I'm going to war this turn. Okay, we finished our granary, so we're going to get more citizens a lot faster now. I'm going to go ahead and build the library. I'm sure there... Before I do that... Oh, holy smokes. So we made up some ground anyway. So, maybe I don't need to do that. Alright, that's fine. We'll start building the Akonda. Or should I build a caravan? We're at 0 gold. Maybe that's the answer. We'll do that. Yep. Oh my gosh, these things are just everywhere, aren't they? Oh man. Okay. That's weird. I thought I'd already used up all of his moves, but... Oh, I see. So he got scared all of a sudden by the barbarians after I killed them, which is kind of odd. Yeah, it's just insane how many of these things are running around out there. Okay, so you go here. And let's bring this guy up here. Fortify. Let's go ahead and upgrade this guy. No reason to delay that. Yeah, you know, ironically, it's almost bad that I beeline for construction because I've made it take longer to build these composite bowmen. I don't know if I should start the war a little early. I don't think doing it with 2 ranged units is a good idea. I need to have enough firepower that if she charges forward with a bunch of units, we can cut them to pieces pretty quickly. So I guess if it takes a little longer, it takes a little longer. All right. Well, he's not that hurt, but we'll let him heal up. Put him on alert. Same thing. We're 5 turns away from this composite bowman, and we need another one after that. Yep. So she's friends with Ethiopia. That's bad news for us. Golden Age dawns. All right. Well, hopefully that'll speed up our construction a little bit. No longer friends with Antwerp. I guess we've been drifting apart for a while now. Come on, guys. Let's go, go, go. I want to build up this last composite bowman and get this show on the road. I'm torn about whether I should start the process. I was going to demand she stop building cities near us and all that. But I don't know. Like, do I really want more negative modifiers with her? It might be a bad idea. Not that probably I'm ever going to be friends with her anyway. Once I once I take her capital, that kind of has a way of taking the bloom off the rose. All right, we got another plantation going, so we've got our culture up to 12 a turn. That's pretty good. We were at 5 not too long ago. So we're getting there. Yep, there's mathematics. So the decision we're going to have to make now. All right, here we go. Open terrain. Do we build a composite bowman for that last slot? Or do we go for a catapult? Well, they take the same amount of time. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and take the catapult. I'm down with that. And then, what shall we pick for our next technology? Well, we're ultimately heading towards civil service, so I think trapping is an obvious choice. I want to get to impies. That's kind of my next big thing. Spearmen are fine, but impies are much, much better. It's going to be a while. We certainly don't want to wait to start this war with impies. But, for example, it would be awesome if I had them by the time we went to Venice. And hopefully they'll still be good when we go to fight the Ottomans or somebody like that. Or Ethiopia. Okay, we got our caravan. Let's see what we can do with it. Well... I mean, why would I be surprised that Carthage is the best possible destination, at least for gold per turn? We're going to go to Venice. We'll get more science, which I like. And we'll only get half the gold, but I mean, come on, at least it's, what am I trying to say? It's one that won't go away in 10 turns when we declare war. Okay, so we finished our caravan. Having done that, let's just check our literacy again. Not that I'm obsessing. Yeah, we're number 5. So we're okay. We're not great, but we're okay. Okay, fair enough. So that does not answer the question, what do we build? Well, since we're doing okay, I think we build the Akanda. And then that way we can start using this city to produce military units as well. And you know, we may need that. At a minimum, we certainly may want it. Ultimately, this is the location I see being kind of our gateway, you know, to taking over 3 empires, no less. All right, I guess it's decision time. So each city you found will increase the culture cost of policies by 33% less than normal. And +1 happiness for each city you own that's connected to the capital. If we go into honor right now, we get a combat bonus versus barbarians. Gain culture when each barbarian is killed. So I don't really care a lot about the whole barbarian thing. It's really this one that matters, and military tradition. And it's going to be like 15 turns before we get warrior code, at least. This could potentially help us get there faster. I actually think, having gotten my workers and settlers, I'm going to go into honor. This may be really bad. I don't normally just switch trees like that partway through. And what I'm thinking we'll do is, if we can grab those 2 from honor. What are the... I should have looked at this before I did that. Yeah, I mean, these are all good, don't get me wrong. But it's those first 2 that I really want. And so we get those, we're going to go back. All right, I'm going to do this. And we'll finish Liberty. And then we'll see after that. Dido has completed Stonehenge. All right, we got trapping. So we've pretty much done what we can here. I'm going to go ahead and build a farm. And I guess we'll move him forward and explore the rest of that area. Plenty of technology still to discover, I must say. We might as well... Actually, we're going to take currency. We need it for civil service, and we may want things like the market. All right, let's start trolling Carthage. Or should I just denounce her? Yeah, I'll do that. I don't think it matters, but I might as well. I might as well not demand she stop building cities, because later it'll just be one more thing she holds against me. And who knows, her viewpoint, like, it may matter in some trade I need to make or something like that, where just that little extra bit of anger keeps me from getting the deal I want. Sure, I'll accept your embassy. It's very unlikely. I mean, let me make that clear. But it could happen. And we're going to declare war on her in about 3 turns anyway, so... So she's got a caravan running to my capital. That's actually good, because that means she's going to lose all that gold as soon as the war starts. Kind of like that. Yep. Yeah, Ethiopia is #1 by a decent margin on this score. Okay, we have our unit. I'm going to go ahead and take open terrain, I think. And we'll set him up for firing. And with that, I'm going to leave it here. When we come back in our next installment, we will declare war on Carthage and hopefully fight our way to victory. But she's actually worked her way up to a pretty respectable score here. Let me see. There probably won't be any information in demographics, but we'll look really quick. Soldiers, yeah, she's not the weakest. She's not the strongest. She does have the most population, the most manufactured goods, the best GNP. So, yeah, we're not going to war against a weak sister. Well, be that as it may, that's it for now. So thank you for watching, and I hope we see you next time.